you have the same guys. I mean, it's not that I'm saying they are all bad. No. But really, sometimes it's good to change. Mwachinjako, new faces, na way of doing things. Mwakota kona meeting, presidential meeting, mwakota ko meeting mwaikala. Oh, twalata shani, this week to Red State, this week to Red State, this week to Red State. The thing should not just happen, should not just be happening haphazardly. No, mwakota ka plan. I'm sorry I have to say this, but really, for me, I mean, I'm in prison. I mean, this is like an open prison. And I want things to change, honestly. I want things to change. But things are not going right. They are not going right. And I cannot continue fooling myself. Hi,
lovely viewers. It's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the red subscribe button down below and turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers.
Politics is about talking. Tonight I want you to understand me very well so that next time you are criticizing me, yes, you can do it out of hate, you can do it out of bitterness, you can do it out of despising me, but deep down yourself you should know why Tayari is in public. Tayari is in public so that I can help out people out there. And politics is one way that I've chosen in which I can help people. But politics is about talking. Politics is about talking. Talking to who? Not talking to trees. You talk to people. You talk to people. And this is why I come on social media. This is why I come on social media, because I'm doing politics so that eventually I can be in power. Not necessarily me being a president, but, you know, being part of those people that are making decisions and make those good decisions, those right decisions that will benefit people. That is why I come here to talk. That is why I am on social media. It is late now in this country. I'm supposed to be sleeping, but I sacrifice to be talking so that, you know, I can be moving forward. Now, unfortunately, sometimes, you know, we don't seem to be moving in the right direction. And you know, some of you like to come up and say, no, Tayari is inconsistent. Tayari is inconsistent. Look, if I am going a certain direction and I realize that this direction I'm going, it is not taking me to where I want to go, where I want to be. Should I continue? Because a lot of you like it. No, Tayari is inconsistent. Tayari is not reliable. Tayari is a flip-flop. It is very simple, Baba. It is very simple. You can be my friend today. Mungu mfuikishe. I want you to hear me very well. You can be my friend today, but if you are not going in the direction that I desire, which fits in that objective, I mean, how can I continue going with you? How can I continue going with you? I can't. I can't. No, I can't. I refuse. I can't. I can't. Nakana. I can't. I can't, because you are not going to where I want to go. You are not going to where I want to go. And this is a problem, because no, hey, where do you belong? Where? Vale, get me very clearly. Me, I want to help people. I want to help people using politics. Okay, using politics. In politics, you can only help people in politics if you are in power. Now, if you are going another direction, I mean, how? I can't. Understand me. And then consistency. You need to be consistent yourself, first of all. You need to be consistent. You need to be fitting in that objective of helping people. But unfortunately, we have a problem in the country. We have a problem. We have a problem. We really have a problem. We really have a problem. We have a big problem. We have a big problem. We have a big problem. Why we have a big problem? Because on one end, we have UPND in power, and the UPND, it is not helping people. So for those of you who say, no, just join UPND, just join UPND. How can I join UPND when UPND is not helping people? It's not meeting my primary objective. UPND is not meeting my primary objective of helping people. They are not. They are not. So how can I join UPND? I can't. On this side, we have the opposition. We have the opposition. And the opposition is in disarray. The opposition is in disarray. I'm sorry to admit this. I have to say it. We need to be honest with each other so that, we can find a solution. The opposition is in disarray. The opposition is in disarray. And this definitely, I'm being very honest with you tonight. I'm very sorry to those that are going to be disappointed. It is going to be very difficult for any opposition, be it Vanani, you can mention them. You can mention Vanani, even Lungu, you can mention. I'm being very honest. It will be very difficult for any of the opposition, including Edgar Lungu, to get power from Hakainde Hichilema. This is a fact. Hate me for saying it. Hate me for saying it, but I'm telling you as it is. It is going to be very difficult under the circumstances for any opposition to get power from Hakainde Hichilema in the manner that they are operating. I can run them one by one if you wanted. I can run. You can call out a name. I can tell you this one. I can tell you this one. I can tell you. I can tell you about all of them. But I'm not going to go down to the details. I'm not going to go down to the details. I'm not going to go down to the details. And I know somebody will say, but you claim that you think you are the one who knows it all, but it's a fact. It's a fact. Some of these things are just facts. And you can say whatever you want, but they are just facts. And some of these things that I've said, they have actually come to pass. Many times I've come out and I've said things and they have come to pass. They have really gone just that direction. Sometimes I just keep quiet. I just keep quiet. But the truth of the matter is that under the circumstances, tafire moneka bwino, and I'm telling you, I'm worried. I'm worried. If there is anybody who is so worried with the status quo of politics in Zambia, it's me. It's me. Why? I mean, I'm telling you, yes, thank God for the people that have come to help me. Okay? Thank God for the people that have come to help me. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful to this country here. I'm so grateful to the international organizations that have come in. I'm grateful even to some of the fools that helped me when I was in the country to get out. I'm very helpful. I'm very grateful. I mean, of course, they have got their own issues, but I'm grateful. I am not lacking. I am not lacking. Yeah, I'm not lacking. I have the food. I am comfortable. I am comfortable. But truth be told, this is not my life. This is not my life. This is not my life. Yes, I'm comfortable here. I'm really comfortable. I'm comfortable. I have my food. I can say I have almost everything that I need materially. I can say that. I have everything that I need materially. But look, I am not a young guy starting a life. I'm not a young guy starting a life. I am not a young guy starting a life or excited to be outside my country. No. I am a 50 years old man with a family with a life. I have a life back home in Zambia. I have a life. This is not my life. Comfortable as it may be, but this is not my life. This is not my life. I'm separated from my family. I mean, the last time I saw my family, it's some time back. Eh? I want to be with my family. I love my family. I love my family. And some of you may be underrating this, but I'm telling you, for me, this is big. I'm going insane here. I'm going insane, and I feel it. I feel my emotions. I feel my emotions. So I feel it like, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy. For me, it's not easy being out here. It is a big price. And why am I here? I'm not here because I insulted somebody. I'm not here because I wanted to get money and whatever. I'm here because I've been trying to help out. I've been trying to move that agenda. So please understand me when I feel frustrated. Understand me when I feel frustrated and speak and speak in the manner that I'm talking right now. Understand me. Understand me that it's not easy for me. Understand that it's not easy for me. And I wish we could do better. I wish we could do better, but we are not doing well. We are not doing well. And I will go through some of these issues that I'm talking about to say we are not doing well. We have allowed President Hakainde Hichilema to consolidate his dictatorship. Hakainde Hichilema every day is becoming stronger. If you have not realized, every day Hakainde Hichilema is becoming stronger. Every day Hakainde is becoming stronger. I can count you through a number of things that Hakainde Hichilema has done. You can be there, whatever, complaining and whatever, but Hakainde Hichilema is consolidating himself. Some of you just like talking. You enjoy it. But you know, when we talk, we must achieve something. Our talk should bear fruits. It shouldn't just be talking. You are talking. I mean, Imamule and Hakainde Hichilema is beauty. Is dictatorship castle. Imamule, you're busy complaining. Hakainde Hichilema's dictatorship castle is blossoming, is increasing. Hakainde Hichilema is now highly rooted. Is now highly rooted in dictatorship. In dictatorship, Hakainde Hichilema is highly rooted because, I mean, what can you talk about? What can you talk about? What can you talk about? Where is Hakainde Hichilema threatened? Where is his limit? Where is his limit? The constitution, forget it. Hakainde Hichilema is not threatened by the constitution. Is not threatened by the constitution. That's why they are doing things as they please, as they wish. That's why they are doing things as they wish. There is no way. They are not following the constitution. They have thrown the constitution away. They are just doing things as they wish. In many ways. In many ways. Look at, I can give you examples. For example, when they are selling assets of our country, do they follow the constitutions? Do they follow what is laid down in the constitution? They don't. They don't. They have gotten that PF. Did they follow the constitution? No, they don't. They didn't. We are having by-elections. You think they are following the constitution? No. Otherwise, Malanji would still be an MP. Would still be an MP. Malanji would still be an MP if they are following the constitution. They are not. Parliament, you talk about parliament. These days I've even stopped watching parliament because it is just a source of frustration. Watching parliament is just a source of frustration because you watch these MPs being told to sit down, being told to walk out like children. There is nothing coming out of that parliament. Nothing. Members of parliament, Hakainde Hichilema is consolidating. You know, he's even having more numbers. More numbers. The members of parliament who are there are scared to talk. Are scared to talk because all of them, they have got their own issues. They have put them under pressure. Talk about ECZ. I mean, he has consolidated himself. He has consolidated himself. And yes, you will tell me, but no, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Because, you know, Hakainde Hichilema has got the police and what and what. What are we supposed to do? There is something that we can do. There is something that we can do. And unfortunately, we are not doing that which we are supposed to do correctly. We are not doing it that we are supposed to do correctly. One thing is that we are too selfish. We are too selfish. It is so much about us. We have gone now to the solution of forming alliances. But you form an alliance, the very moment you are forming an alliance, you are already divided. The very day you are forming an alliance, you are already divided. That UKA was formed, but as they were going in UKA, as people were going in UKA, they were going there as individuals. The alliances that we have are alliances of individuals. They are alliances of individuals, just an individual. This one comes with his briefcase, sits down. This one comes with his briefcase, sits down. And as he's sitting there, Amano focusing on presidency. It must be me to be president. It must be me. We are forming these alliances not really to help the country, not really to fight Hakainde Hichilema. It's to form those alliances so that I can advance my chances. I can be visible. I can be visible. Because when they formed UKA, some of the members that went in there, they took advantage for them to be visible now. Because within their small political parties, they were not visible. They were not as visible. But when they were part of UKA, they became visible. And that destroyed UKA. It destroyed UKA. What destroyed UKA? No matter what they can say, UKA, no matter what they can say, because the individuals that came together, they all came with some hidden agendas. All of them. Uyuna kwataka individual personal agenda. Uyuna kwataka personal agenda. There is a difference when you look at, alliances that have been formed, elsewhere. You see them coming together, converging at some point. But the alliances that happen in Zambia, that are happening so far, the UKA and the Tonse alliances, are alliances of, individuals, individuals with their different agendas coming together, pretending to be under one umbrella, and yet they are acting individually. Once a fear. All their part are individual. What's the point of forming an alliance? What's the point of forming an alliance? When you are together and yet still units. Still units. You go into an alliance so that you can take advantage of an alliance. It doesn't work out like that. If you go into an alliance, you must make sure that you have an objective of an alliance, and everyone puts his or her effort to achieve that objective. Tell me, what is the objective of UKA? What was the objective? What was the objective? Because the objective, immediately they formed, the only issue which were there is who is going to be president? Who is going to be president? Who is going to be president? And already just there, within there, you started now throwing each other, punching each other, fighting amongst yourselves as an alliance, because you had individual interest, not the alliance interest. You looked at the alliance as an opportunity for you, to advance your personal agenda, to advance your personal, political ambition. And you are fooling each other because you are busy smiling at each other. You're smiling at each other, and yet all of you, in your mind, I must be the president. I must be the president. Even people that, you know that you don't have a following. You don't have a following. But you want to use an alliance. You want to use an alliance to become president. How? How? How can it happen? You don't have a following because really sometimes you just have to be humble. You just have to be humble. Some of us take over to the when we take over to the when we humble ourselves and push others. Some of you like to say, but why don't you push yourself? Why don't you push yourself? I look at my limits. I look at where I am. What following do I have? What resources do I have? These components are very important in politics. What resources do you have? What people do you have? But some of you have never even contested an election. Even at a ward level, you have never contested. And even if you contested, some of you can't even get 100 votes. But you go into an alliance pushing an agenda to be the president, pushing an agenda to be on top. UKA failed because the individuals that went in there, they went there as individuals with the personal interests other than the interest of the organization. Then you can talk about this Tonse which has come up. This Tonse which has come up. What is this Tonse alliance? Who is there? These are individuals that were with Edgar Lungu at 2021. These are individuals that were with Edgar Lungu at 2021. And they lost terribly. They lost because what did they bring on the table? What did they bring? You are busy now. A new alliance has been formed. A new alliance has been formed. Tell me who is there? Who was not there in 2021 when Edgar Lungu was in power? When Edgar Lungu was in power. And now you want to make it big. Yeah, a new alliance has been formed. What is different about that group of people? What is different from what we had in 2021 when you lost an election when Edgar Lungu was in power? What is different? What is different? What are those individual whatever coming in, bringing in? What are they bringing? What are they bringing? What are they bringing? What is different really? What is different? Somebody is saying Sean Tembo. I will not discuss names. I will avoid picking individual people. Just that is a gentleman that I can be. You know, I will not go down. I will not go down. But really, what? What is there? Kenyaka Indeisha might be threatened by Tonse. You go and print utuma t-shirts. Utuma t-shirts kwa tuakade. Kwa tuakade kwa tumwachasa na utuma t-shirts pasa la ula. Eto mwa print hapo. Tunga katushinga tu hadi 10. And you think you can get power like that? You think you can get power? Politics is about numbers. It's about resources. It's about numbers. It's about resources. So if you don't have resources, if you can't mobilize resources, forget it. Don't excite people. Don't do foreplay with people because you cannot satisfy them. If you don't have numbers and you don't have resources, stop doing foreplay with people because you won't satisfy them. You won't satisfy them. I'm sorry, and I hope I'm not talking too much because I'm trying to sparingly talk about these issues. But really, if you tell me, What do we have? What do we have? Then we can talk about now PF. No, PF, you can accuse everybody. You can accuse everybody. You can accuse Hakainde Hichilema. You can accuse Mao Sampa. You can accuse Chavinga and everything. You can do that. You can do that. But really, where is PF? Where is PF? Let's be honest. We can accuse Hakainde Hichilema. We can accuse all these people. Where is PF? When Mao Sampa was taking it, where was PF? Where was PF? And where is PF at the moment? Where is PF? Who is PF right now? Who is PF? Who is fighting for PF? Who is fighting? Apart from the usual talks, rhetorics. Yes, rhetorics are there. But really, who is fighting for PF? That is the question. Who is fighting for PF? Tell me who is fighting for PF and tell me, and I'll ask you, what is that person doing? What is that person doing? You have left PF to die. You have left PF to die. You have left PF to die. And Hakainde Hichilema is only helping you. Hakainde Hichilema is only helping you. If you were strong, PF, if you were strong, Hakainde Hichilema would not have done what he has done to PF. This, whoever you can talk about, they wouldn't have done it. If they were really real PF that were willing to die for PF, PF would not be where it is today. It wouldn't be where it is today. But even yourselves, PF, I mean, I don't understand PF. You are so excited about becoming presidents, especially my brothers from my area, the northern part of Zambia. You are so excited to become leaders of PF, but you are becoming a leader of what? When there is no party, if the party is not there, if it is a shell, what are you fighting for to become president for what? Instead of you consolidating your party, because first of all, you cannot be a president when there is no party. The party has to be there. The party has to be there before you start getting excited about it. No, I want to be president. I want to be president. I want to be president. You have to make sure that the party is there. But the question is, where is PF? You have members. You have members. PF is supposed to be a very strong political party. But who is galvanizing those members? I used to speak about these things in the past. If you went in my videos, you remember I used to talk about keep the political party members active. Let them be active. Let there be some activity. Voila. Nothing. Nothing. Some of us, when we operate the way we operate, we know it is because we can't keep people active. We can't keep people active. There haven't been resources. I know this is what you will say. There haven't been resources. There haven't been resources because to run a political party, you need resources. You need people, you need resources. PF has members, but doesn't have resources. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. You have members, but you don't have resources. You don't have resources. And who is going to get those resources? Who is going to get those resources? Who is going to get those resources? Apart from you yourselves, members. But kuma first, I used to tell you, but PF, I used to tell you, but PF, especially those of you who had the opportunity to make money, can you invest in PF? Invest in your party. Assets. I used to tell you. I even used to say, sell your shoes to keep your party. Sell your shoes to keep your party. I was just saying it analogically. And I'm still saying it analogically. At sell your shoes. for you to keep the party. But who is willing to sell his shoes to keep the party? Who is willing? You keep saying, but my more account more million. You remember, I used to say this. I used to tell you guys that save your party, invest in your party, whatever resources that you have, put in your party to save your party. And all of you, when you left power, you became paupers, you became poor. You became poor. What happened? Batambo kumikonka nombo. Bambo kumikonka. Ama bank accounts. Amayanda finishina. Those houses, you should have sold them to invest them in PF. PF would have been strong. PF would have been strong, and when your party is strong, that is how you can fight dictators like Hakainde Hichilema. Without people, you can't fight Hakainde Hichilema. The only way you can fight Hakainde Hichilema is to have people. Because some of you are saying, no, give us solutions. I'm giving you solutions. I'm giving you solutions, and it's not only today that I've said this. I used to say it even before. I used to encourage my PF friends, even Kumba Naleveva, invest in people, invest in people. Mwikatakaso, nomba mulipesa, mwalikwetakaso, soon after leaving power, mwalikwetakaso. And it's not me, I'm saying it, no, I'm talking about keeping your party, keeping your party, keeping your people, keeping your people. He is getting your assets to enu. Utundana to enu alesendaka Hakainde Hichilema. So, who is to blame? Are you going to blame Hakainde Hichilema? Are you going to blame Hakainde Hichilema? When you should have invested that money that vale mikatana sho shirendalama wa mikatana sho ma bank accounts. When you have, if you had invested it in people, if you had invested in these young people, you would have had people to defend you today. Today, you don't even have people to defend you. You don't even have young people to defend you. And you are busy complaining, oh, no, Hakainde Hichilema, UPND, whatever. Where are your people? Where are your people? Where are your people? And are you going to get power like that? If you can't even fight cadres, how are you going to fight the police? How are you going to fight the police? I'm telling you, just, I want to be honest. And trust me, Ndeshin to killer. If I just wanted ukulanda fidansaba iranemu inefenga atinsaba ile. Ngatamwachilala mwebama. Ngatamwachilala apa ndelanda ku. I'm trying to be smart in talking. I'm trying to be smart. But otherwise, if I want just to be nasty, kutina pusha vengi, kutina mi pusha vengi. Kutina mi pusha vengi. Because now you must understand. Hakainde Hichilema would have been the easiest person to remove out of State House. You would have been the easiest person. But because of your selfishness, because of your ego, wanting to uyapale for president, no kuibepa. Psychophantism, ukuibepa. Mulatino kuyeva. You fear to tell each other the truth. That is the problem. You fear to tell each other. You fear to tell Lungu the truth. You fear to tell each other. Kumbali mulalanda. Uyalande fi awe uyu nakachinde fi Lungu ifi Mpundu ifi uyunani ifi kumbali mulalanda. But what is the point of having those central committee meetings if you can't tell off each other? What is the point? What is the point? What is the point? So yes, you can blame Hakainde Hichilema, but I'm telling you, Hakainde Hichilema is only helping you to finish PF. It's your ego, it's your selfishness that has destroyed PF. You have allowed, you got divided, you got so selfish, and you allowed the devil to come in. You allowed the devil to come in. Apaso 10th Ileisa, 10th October Ileisa, 10th October Ileisa, or 10th December Ileisa. By PF members, I know for a fact that some of you PF members, you are actually praying that Edgar Lungu wakamuchiteba. Some of you are PF members, you are actually praying na mwikala mule pepa. But inga mwafuma mwaekala na walungu, awe alebwelela po nga mwakunga nda mwamukufukama lungu wakamuchite block. So nga wamuchita block patent ero mga tambukula wepati yo haka inde ichilema and yet ifumu wale pepela. So if you don't want Lungu, why not tell him to his face? Why not call for that meeting of yours and tell him to his face? So that in the mwafuma, whatever you agree, mwafuma panse, you fight together. You can't fight because you are divided. Wambiwale pepati yo Lungu ake minini kesi kafume gwino, but wambiwale pepati no waka mchite ba, so that I can take up the position. Kutimwa, where can you go? And you go, no, let's form an alliance, and you go and bring ama paperweights yeka. ama paperweights na nena afinapo mwamukola shikula abantu aba afwakale mu politics politically bali labako noko balabako. These are the people that you are bringing at your, we are forming an alliance. What alliance? So really, I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Mulakwata ma by-elections, okay, PF, bali nipoka. Kula ba ma by-elections. Ama by-elections yarisa. Tell me, what do? You have even stopped participating in those elections. Because if really you are a party that wants to come back, you are a party that is holding together, you would have still be contesting in those elections. But mwalikala, and you are saying no PF valid to poker, no adoption certificate. Nonsense. Myself, where I am, Chirufatari, if I want to sponsor a candidate, I would sponsor a candidate. It doesn't have to be on EEP. It doesn't have to be on EEP. Why don't you have your members, because you know your members already? Why don't you push them as independent and make them contest the elections? You win that seat, you reserve the seat. But we kalafie muletamba. Yeah? So, are you accusing Hakainde Ichilema for you not participating in by-elections, or you can't just, you don't have the capacity to contest those by-elections? Are you blaming Hakainde Ichilema, or you just don't have the capacity to go and contest those elections? Because really, if you have the capacity, if you are really solid, you would have somebody contest those elections as independent. You know he's your member. It doesn't have to be whatever. You know this one is our member. You will sponsor him, you will campaign for him, and he wins an elections. But no, mwali kalafi, ama elections are stika, and yet you are a former ruling party, and you want to come back. Ama elections are stika, na wikala mayanda, muleta mana bora. Really? Vambina muya okona muya na kuma girlfriends muleli anokulya. Ama elections stika, ima muli busy muli pamulu. What nonsense is that? Awe, tufile tumiyebe. This is a matter of life and death. Tafueme. You would have been participating in those elections. Mwalabe pesha Hakainde Ichilema, mwalabe pesha Mao Sampa, mwalabe pesha Chavinga. Oh, it is just an excuse. You don't have the capacity to go and contest those elections. But if you can't go and contest elections, how do you expect to come back? How do you expect to come back? Trump now where that's why you saw me, I was not excited. If you check my postings, you never saw me doing that. I didn't. You can't compare yourselves. You can't compare yourselves to what happened to the Republicans. You can't. The Republicans fought. Donald Trump fought, not to Kwangala. They you saw. Donald Trump fought, not to Kwangala. Tare akuma cheicha. Mkumfama omili lecture mwafumapo mwambo kuila. No. He was fighting. He took them on. He took them on. The Democrats, he took them on. He took them on. And that's why he bounced back. Not what is happening there. No. No, to Ibe Pavane. Let's be real. Let's be realistic. Otherwise, tukafa kuinsana na tuika that yo, tualadia. And in Shimi party there, I just want to tell you the truth. So now na imbi by election na iso. Na tukwata by elections pa 20 October. 20 December kachomo nitemeno October. 20 December ile isa. Iya kwa Nixon chirango. Nakai mukekala pamino eshenu. Ati yo, 32 minutes komundu. And yet that is your bedroom. Because what you would have done, you would have made sure, if indeed the party is there, you would have really made sure that UPND does not penetrate your bedroom, does not penetrate your strongholds. You would have made sure. That is where you show your presence. To say, no, we are still here. That is where you show your presence. But you are not doing that. And you want to blame Hakainde Hichilema. I am not absorbing Hakainde Hichilema as dictatorship. But the point is that, I mean, I'm a politics they have. You can't think that Hakainde Hichilema will overnight turn into an angel and start allowing you to do everything. Even you when you were in power, did you make it easy for the opposition? Did you make it easy for the opposition? So why do you want Hakainde Hichilema to make it easy for you? Why do you want Hakainde Hichilema to make it easy for you? Hakainde Hichilema will not make it easy for you. This man was almost 20 years in opposition. And he has got in Congole of people that were funding him and everything. He has got big interests that are behind him. He's not going to have it. He's not going to give it to you cheaply. He's not going to give it to you because you are crying. Because you are crying babies every day. You are crying every day. You are crying. And Daddy every day is coming on social media saying Hakainde Hichilema is a dictator. He's a dictator. It will not change him. It will not. It will not. What can change him? What can change him is Hakainde Hichilema seeing the people. Seeing the people. You can't be talking abantu besa. Abantu watabuli nabo. Abantu batinga mwaima muleo kuntu muyamweka. Mwaima muleo kumakoti muleo mweka. So abantu ishimulera ndepo. What people are you talking about? What people are you talking about? You like talking? No, people. Bakema. Mwaima mwakukoti mulimweka. Mwaima muleo kwisa mulimweka. How? Are we really serious? Are we really serious? Because if you are talking about people must be seen with you. Hakainde Hichilema mwanefero kumwikata Hakainde Hichilema. Mwanefero kumwikata. Hakainde Hichilema mwanefero kumwikata. They have even ended up barambepeshati yo you made Nsama and Kaunda to die. It's Hakainde Hichilema who made those people to die. Why? Because he couldn't go alone. He was not going alone. Wherever Hakainde Hichilema went, did you hear Hakainde Hichilema tibamutoba amabwe kuli bakada? Did you? Did you? Mwale munaka inde ichile mangalea. Kwa tinika teka. Nomba iwa mulaenda kwa tininego. Chwaka no kumitoba mawe. Kabasi fikamo kabasi kamo 15 seater. Bami pepeka. And I mean, you want me to get excited here in diaspora to say, "Oh, if into feel sticker to no, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm saying this. Yes, I'm saying it publicly because I want people to know my position. I want people to know my position. That and we must change. We must change. If we want this, we must change. Otherwise, chen tulabeko. Chen tuikaleva ni one dictator no ntwa nkalefe. Chen tulabeko. Tuikaleva jawa aka inde ichima akuteka fefofini ukampaka na mu 2019 akuteka. It's okay. We can't do politics like this, man. We can't do politics like this. We can't. Haka inde ichima will not put a red carpet for you to walk on. No. We didn't do that. When you were in power, you didn't put a red carpet for him. He fought for it. That guy fought for it, for him to be there. He fought for it with his people. So why do you want to make it? Why do you want him to make it easy for you? He can't make it easy for you. Look, I mean, you really shock me. Lelo in Chilangwa and Chitote, they are in jail, and these people were actually jailed. Kuraku ine kumia wo. Kuraku inoko wafuma. Havena Chitote na wale yumfuati. Havena Chitote na wale yumfuati ni baka peta ko wafuma. Ni baka peta. Ukuya kukakira kuraku ine kudia. Imina ndusha bulokrondoloka. Imina ndusha ma politics. Eko baya kukakira no kukakira. Change. Why is it that Chitotela and Nixon Chilangwa? Why is it that Chitotela and Nixon Chilangwa, they were jailed right in their home ground? Why? Because they didn't have the people. When we were saying, look after people, they were busy pretending to be poor. There were no people to defend them. You politics want to you need to have people, and those people they might imaginary fear how unakwata abantu they might imaginary ufire wawe shiba you they must be there. They must be there for real. They must be there for real. Not what is going on. Take Fibombe. I'm a by-elections. Peter na yala isa. UPND akasende futi. Akasende UPND. Ngamwali kosele UPND. Imagine I'm a by-elections to Southern Province. Imagine when UPND was in opposition. Ama by-elections kwale bashani. Nikafuafua. Nikafuafua. Mma strongholds yakwa UPND kuli by-elections. Mwade mwanavya rejistika imu. Nomba imwe. Muni pesa and you want me to continue njika defe nde tota fat yo how to win I'm not being honest. I'm not being honest with myself, and I'm not being honest with you. That's basically what I'm saying. I must be honest with myself, and I must be honest with you. Epo na vipira ko vapira po mumpatira mumfave bwino ngande mitasha yes then tayari is okay, but nganalande fishinka Agawe is not a good guy. He is not consistent. Whatever. No, guys. And you look, the issue of resources. How do you get resources? First of all, you must have people. You must have people, you must have a following. When you have a following, you will get resources. But ngana mwikara you are not mobilizing people. People cannot see you. How are you going to give confidence to people to give you resources? How are you going to give people confidence to people to give you resources? Because you must put in something. You put in something. This person is getting somewhere. And by-elections, they are a good opportunity for you to organize those crowds. He cannot allow us to gather. When we gather, whatever. A by-election is an opportunity. It's an opportunity because it is free. Now you can gather, now you can campaign, now you can bring up crowds. Why are you not bringing up crowds? And you see, selfishness in natural party, you are selfish. If really you want alliances, you have Fred members contesting. Usually Fred socialist parties is usually contesting. If you are busy talking about it, no, Fred member should come to us. Fred member should come to us. How is Fred member going to come to you when Fred member is fielding candidates and you don't go there to support him? You don't go there to support him. Because that's what you should do. If you are not selfish, if you can't contest, support somebody else. Support somebody else. That's why I'm supporting people. That's why I'm supporting Alebo. Because if I can't contest, I will support somebody. I will support somebody. I can't sit. I just can't sit. Am I elections? No, I must support somebody. I must take an opportunity, to sell myself and to sell the candidate. So, if indeed you are calling, but PF, you have been calling for political parties to join you, to be part of you. If indeed you want genuine alliances, why don't you support those parties, those political parties that are fielding in candidates? Why don't you do that? Because really that is how it's supposed to be. You would rather say you would rather go to socialist than it goes to UPND. That should be the spirit. You should fight at all costs to say no matter what, it should go to the opposition. But my elections, a Fred member is fighting alone. But when you come to your rallies, you are talking, we must form alliances. Fred member should come to us. I mean, it won't work. It won't work. You must make a move, and PF as the biggest political party should show that leadership. So nimomule shalila. I'm sorry, my friends. I'm sorry. I have to tell you, and I'm saying this to everyone. To everyone, without exceptions, to everyone, to everyone, you have really messed up PF before you start talking about that haka in the HDMA, before you start talking about this mouse, before you start talking about Chavinga. You have started, because those people, you would have easily overpowered them if you had kept your PF in order. If you had kept your PF busy. And yes, you can say, no, we didn't have resources, but you would have thrown them into the public. It would have strengthened the PF. It would have strengthened the PF. How many of you, resources, how much money is that? If that money went into PF, what would have happened? You think PF would be the same? So you should take responsibility. And indeed, if you want some of us, because Mailo, you'll be the same people that you'll be start saying, hey, Tayari, you see, he's not loyal, he's not consistent, whatever. My politics side. Me, I want to win. I don't want to lose. 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 I will not go and I will support. I would rather sit quietly here. Trust me, if there will be the next election and I see that Edgar Lungu is not winning, PF is not winning, or whatever alliance is not winning, I would rather keep quiet. I would rather sit here. I would rather sit here and keep quiet. I will not be talking. Therefore, I'm not going to stand up and start supporting whatever. And that's why I'm talking today. Tonight, I'm talking tonight because I want you to know that I'm not happy and something must be done. Yalama Central Committee mkwata. Tekwa tinga mwakwata kwa Central Committee. Itukuya mkula ibepa, mule ibepa. Come out and be honest with each other. 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 Be honest with Given Luwinda. Be honest with Edgar Lungu. Be honest with Nakachinda. Be honest with Mpundu. Be honest with whoever. Be honest with each other. Tell yourselves to your faces. If you want, you can even fight Mukati. But as you come out, you must have a resolution. You must have a resolution. Not mwaibepa. You go home mwaikada. And at the end of the day, you want us to continue shouting. Hey, and yet you yourselves, you are praying baka muchiteba so that in came. What nonsense is that? You are expecting us to be singing, but you are not serious about it. You are betraying yourselves. You know, if these people are going. That's how they are going. So sometimes you never careful, even when you are blaming some of these people. Naya. You should look at yourselves also. You should look at yourselves, because maybe some of these people, they are even better off that they are living openly to say Naya than some of you. You are inside PF and yet you are working against PF. What's the point? What's the point? Me, I will never be that turncoat. Me, I will never be that turncoat. I will never, if you look at Mumutima Mwandi, Ndalandirapo. So, na nieve lapo, I've told you. So that Mwishive, Nechalo Chonse Chaishiva, this is where Tayari is. This is how I operate. This is how I operate. I will not come to you, Ndekubepayo, Inendalandirapo. Inendalandirapo. It is something. It is really an issue. It is really an issue. I spoke about it. You must have people. You must have people, and the people that you must have people around you. And when like Lungu, after losing power, I spoke about this. He must have had organized people, new faces, with due respect to all those that are around him. But sometimes when you are branding, when you want to rebrand yourself, you bring up new people, and you bring a channel of communication. I spoke about this. Some time back. I said, we are looking for resources. But even if somebody now wataka 1 million, who does he contact? Who does he contact? I have now a lot of people coming. Hey, since when did I become part of Lungu's administration? I'm not part of his administration. But that just shows people don't know how to get to Lungu. And this is a fact. This is a fact. People don't know how do they get to Lungu. Where is his office? Where does he operate from? Who should they talk to? Simple things like that one. Simple things. When people meet you and they talk to you, they have more confidence. When people talk to you, they are willing to die for you. They can give whatever they have. But if people can't reach you, and yet you want people, and yet you are talking about people, in obscurity, those people must interact with you. Those people must feel connected with you. Not no. I know Lungu attracts attention and do. I know that is good. But it must go beyond just flashing the symbol here and there, exciting people. It must go beyond that. It must go to a situation whereby people are talking to Lungu. Every day, 20 people. Every day, 20 people. 20 people every day, 20 people. How many is he going to see in a month? If every day, even if 20 people, it might be too much. But just take Lungu every day, 10 people, just 10 people. It's possible. It's possible to see 10 people. It's very possible. But 10 people every day. How many people is he going to see in a month? How many people is he going to see in a month? You must assure people. They must know. Okay, how in India, even in me, I am busy. Don't say abantu messages. How are you? Once I'm loyalist, text message. Shani. I keep my connections. I keep them running. I'm telling you. I keep them running, and I've made it a point. I'm keeping the connections. Because those are my people. They know me, we talk. That is how it's supposed to be. Now you have the same guys. I mean, it's not that I'm saying they are all bad. No. But really, sometimes it's good to change. Mwachinjako, new faces, na way of doing things. Mwakota kona meeting, presidential meeting, mwakota ko meeting mwaikala. Oh, twalata shani. This week to next day. The thing should not just happen. Should not just be happening haphazardly. No, mwakota ka plan. I'm sorry I have to say this, but really, for me, I mean, I'm in prison. I mean, this is like an open prison. And I want things to change, honestly. I want things to change. But things are not going right. They are not going right. And I cannot continue fooling myself. Alright,
that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.